Hello and good morning, everyone. I'm going to start a series of geography for class 10 ICSE. The first chapter of geography is location, extent, and physical features. In this chapter, what we shall discuss position and extent of India through map, the physical features of India, in which we shall discuss mountains, plateaus, plains, and rivers. All this we shall discuss or study with the help of map. In this picture you can see the location of India on world map. India is the second most populous country in the world. The first most populous country is China. In terms of size, India stands 7 in the world. The first largest country is Russia. After Russia, Canada is the second largest country in size. India lies midway between Southeast Asia and Southwest Asia, as you can see here in this map. This is Asia, this entire continent is Asia. In the southern part of Asia, India lies, and to the southern part of Asia, it lies in the middle, in the midway. Then we are to discuss neighboring countries of India. To the north of India, there are 5 countries: Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, Nepal, and Bhutan. To the east of India, there are 2 countries: Myanmar or Burma and Bangladesh. Sri Lanka, the other neighbor of India, it lies at the southern tip of the Indian peninsula. Peninsula, I hope you know what is. Peninsula is a land body that is covered or surrounded by water from its 3 sides. Then some water bodies that surrounding India or the peninsular part of India we are to start. The first one is Arabian Sea that lies to the southwest of India. You can see in this picture. And the second one is Bay of Bengal that lies to the southeast of India. And the third one is Indian Ocean. It lies to the south of India and is named after the country India. In the same picture you can see the Tropic of Cancer, that is 23.5 degree latitude. It divides India in 2 almost equal half parts. And to the south east of India, near Andaman and Nicobar Island, there is a sea, that is Andaman Sea, named after this island group. And here to the southwest of India, another island group is Lakshadweep. Both these island groups are union territories of India. India is located at the head of Indian Ocean. You can see in this picture also, at the center of Eastern Hemisphere. If we divide the world into 2 half parts with the help of this prime meridian or the vertical line dividing entire world into 2 equal half parts, then we can see that India lies in the Eastern Hemisphere, commanding the sea routes between Europe and Africa on one hand, and Southern Asia, Far East, and Oceania on the other. Then latitudinal extent and longitudinal extent of India. India's mainland extent is 8 degree 4 minute north to 37 degree 6 minute north. It is north to equator. As if we divide the entire world in two half parts with the help of equator. Then the upper half part will be known as northern hemisphere and the southern half part will be known as southern hemisphere. So India lies in the northern hemisphere, entirely in northern hemisphere. So the mainland extent of India is 8 degree 4 minute north, that is here, starting here with Kanyakumari, up to 37 degree 6 minute north in Jammu and Kashmir. It is mainland extent of India, whereas the southernmost point of India is at 6 degree 45 minute, that is the southernmost point of Andaman and Nicobar Island group. Then longitudinal extent is 68 degrees 7 minute east. This point lies in the western part of India to the 97 degree 25 minute east. We are calling it east because if we divide the world in two half hemispheres with the help of prime meridian that you can see in this picture, then India would lie in the eastern hemisphere. So in this eastern hemisphere, the longitudinal extent of India is 68 degrees 7 minute east to 97 degrees 25 minute east. Then people and languages in India. On the basis of race and ethnicity, India can be divided into 5 ethnic groups, namely Proto-Australites, Negritos, Mongoloids, Mediterraneans or Dravidians, and Nordic Aryans. This division we have done on the basis of the race and ethnicity. In the overall population of India, as we know that there are people falling to different religious beliefs, so Hindus constitute the largest group in the population of India, that is 79%, and Muslims constitute 14.2%, Christians constitute 2.3%, Sikhs constitute 1.7%, Buddhists 0.7%, Jains 0.4%, and Parsis a few thousand. More than 200 languages are spoken in India. There are 22 recognized languages in the 8th schedule of the Constitution of India. As in Indian Constitution, there are some schedules. So out of 22 languages, out of 200 languages, 22 languages are recognized in 8th schedule of the Constitution of India. Then physical features of India. India occupies a major part of South Asia, that is up to 73.4% of this area. The Indian subcontinent has 5 clearly defined physiographic divisions. The Northern Mountain Wall, in the dark blue color you can see the Northern Mountain Wall. The second one is plains of Northern India. The yellow color is representing the plains of North India. The third one is Peninsular Plateau. Peninsular, as I said earlier, that is a land body that is surrounded by water from 3 sides. So this is the Peninsular Plateau. The fourth one is coastal plains. Coastal plains of course lies to the coastal part of India, to the west and to the east. These are coastal plains. And the fifth part is the islands. Islands. In islands we have 2 island groups, Lakshadweep Island group and Andaman and Nicobar Island groups. Then we are to start, we are to come at the Northern Mountain Wall. This is called Northern Mountain Wall because it's a mountain range and it works as a wall between the cold air coming from the northern pole towards India. So Himalayan range consists of 3 parallel ranges. Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik. The northernmost range is Himadri, the middle one is Himachal, then the southernmost is Shivalik. The Himadri or the Great Himalayas or the Inner Himalayas. It remains snow-covered throughout the year. Northernmost part of the range is Himadri. It's the world's highest mountain range and some highest peaks. The highest peak of this range is Mount Everest, that is of 8,848 meter height. Second highest mountain is Mount K2 or Godwin Austen. Other peaks of this mountain range are Mekalu, that is 8481 meters, and Mansalu 8156 meter, Annapurna 8078 meter. All three ranges lies in Nepal, and these two, Nanga Parvat 8126 meters and Kanchenjunga 8598 meter, these two mountains lies in India. Some passes. I hope you know what are passes. Karakoram Pass, that is in Kashmir. Bara Lapcha La, that is in Himachal Pradesh. Shivkila in Himachal Pradesh. Thangala and Nitila in Uttarakhand. La in local language is known as pass, but the pass in local language is known as La. People used to call these La instead of calling it pass, they call it La. As Sheep Ki La instead of Sheep Ki Pass, Thanga La instead of Thanga Pass. Then Plateau of Tibet, that is the highest plateau in the world. POT means Plateau of Tibet. So Plateau of Tibet lies in the rain shadow area of the Himalayas. I hope in your last class or in class 9th you have studied what is rain shadow area. Rain shadow area is the either side of any mountain range that do not get much rainfall. Then some glaciers. There are various glaciers in this northernmost range, that is Himadri. So out of these two glaciers I have mentioned here, the first one is Yamunotri and the second one is Gangotri. River Yamuna originates from the glacier Yamunotri and river Ganga originates from the river Gangotri. Some other rivers that originates from this mountain range are Sharda, Ghagra, Kosi, Gandak and etc. There are various rivers that originates from this mountain range. You can see in this picture the highest peak of the world or the highest peak of this mountain range, that is Mount Everest, 8848 meter height. It lies in Nepal. Actually it lies at the border of Nepal and China. And Kanchenjunga 8586 meters. It lies at the border of Sikkim and Nepal. K2, that is second largest peak of the world, 8611 meters. This is Nanga Parvat, 8126 meters. It lies in Jammu Kashmir. Nanda Devi Parvat, it lies in Uttarakhand, that is of 7816 meter height. And some La or pass you can see. Karakoram Pass, Nathula Pass. These are two passes that are represented in this picture. However, there are many other passes in this mountain ranges. Then second part of the Himalayan range is the Himachal or middle or lesser Himalayas. It is parallel to the Himadri and it lies to its south. Himachal range lies to the south of Himadri. Dunes lie between the Himachal and Shivalik ranges. Dunes are flat-bottomed longitudinal valleys. ये flat bottomed longitudinal valleys होती हैं. Then valleys or dunes, some examples of valleys and dunes are Dehradun, that is the largest dune, Patli Dune, Harki Dune. There are many other dunes, some of that I mentioned here. This mountain range or the Himachal range has vast vegetation cover. A number of peaks having elevation more than 5050 meters are there, and the peaks are mostly covered with snow throughout the year. Some important ranges in this region are the Pir Panchal, Dhauladhar, Mussoorie Range, Mahabharat Range. Mahabharat Range lie in Nepal. So the first one, Dhauladhar Range, it ranges from the southernmost range of the Middle Himalayas. It rarely attains elevation higher than 4000 meters. It continues eastward to the Mahabharat Range in Nepal. The second one is Pir Panjal Range. It is located in Kashmir. You can see in this picture Pir Panjal Range. Its extent from the Jhelum River to the upper Byas River for over 300 kilometers. This is Jhelum. From the Jhelum to the Byas, it has extent of over 300 kilometers. It is separated from the Jaskar range by the valley of Kashmir. It is Jaskar range, it is Pir Panjal. Pir Panjal is separated from Jaskar range by Kashmir valley that lies in between these two ranges. Most of the hill stations in India lie in this range or in Himachal range, and some examples of these hill stations are Shimla, Mussoorie, Nainital, Almora, Ranikhet, Chakrata, Chel, etc. etc. And some valleys that lie in this area, in this mountain range, are Kullu, Jammu and Srinagar, and many other valleys are also there that lie in this mountain range. Then the southernmost range is Shivalik range or outer Himalayas. Shivalik is not a continuous range. Its slope is the slope facing to the subcontinent, the Indian subcontinent, are steep, while those facing north are gentle. शिवालिक रेंज का जो स्लोप है वो साउथ की तरफ काफ़ी स्टीप है, whereas नॉर्थ साइड में ये काफ़ी जेंटल है. It's not that steep to the north that it is to the south. And Shivalik range is known by different names in different places like Jammu Hills in Jammu, Meri, Abor and Vishmi Hills in Arunachal Pradesh. Its average elevation is 1000 meter. ASL. ASL means above sea level. I hope you know what is the meaning of above sea level. If you don't know, then you can mention in the comment box. Some valleys that fall in this region are Udhampur, that is in Jammu, and the Doon valleys. Doon valleys in Uttarakhand also we have Doon valley. The most important and the largest Doon is Dehradun. Here we are ending this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, then hit like button and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.